Welcome back to the program. Well, web developers and designers, listen up. An annual gathering which facilitates the exchange of knowledge among web design superheroes and enthusiasts is happening in Manila this weekend. Jina Bolton, senior product designer for UX at Salesforce.com, and Mark Laksamana, volunteer and core group member of the Philippine Web Designers Organization, will tell us more about the 5th Form, Function, and Class Web Design Conference. It's a bit of a mouthful. Good morning, Gina and Mark. We'll call it the FFC,
yes.
Right? It's easier to say it that way. Yeah. Tell us about this one. It's the 5th year. Tell us about what to expect for this one.
Well, definitely this year, because it's the 5th, we went all out. So our essential...
Well, don't tell that to those who went to the 4th one. We'll feel just kidding.
Well,
okay.
Because it's our 5th, we really wanted to bring out everything.
Sure.
And what our main goal right now is to actually impart knowledge and up-to-date knowledge. That's why we're bringing as many international superheroes as we can.
Like Gina here.
Yeah, but not just international, but we also have like local superheroes. We have a lot of people from our local web scene who's also coming to impart some knowledge, but as well as international design superheroes.
Okay, why do you call them design superheroes? To me, you already are, because it's obviously a language I don't speak. But what makes them, like Gina here, what makes them superheroes?
Okay, so like for FFC this year, we brought in different people. Like let's say we brought in John Alsop, one of the first people on the web. He created the web design.
Make him sound so old.
Well, the web has been here for 20 years now.
Well, about my age.
So we have John Alsop. He created a book called The Tao of Web Design.
Okay.
And he also created the conference called Web Directions Conference. We also have Sasha Grief, who is a designer from Japan, but originally from France.
Amazing.
He started Sidebar.io, which is sort of like a newsletter for designers.
Yeah.
We also have like our local superhero, Eric Clarksu, who created LifeBit, a social media app that's gamified, that helps you like create things and do things for yourself. Of course, we have Gina from Salesforce, who used to work for Apple and is part of the SaaS design team. She's going to be talking about CSS and the art and science of SaaS and CSS.
CSS, cascading something. Did I get one word right?
Yes.
Cascading style sheet. Did I get that right?
Yes.
Okay, I did my homework. Okay, Gina, you work for, I mean, that's a big company, not to focus on Apple or anything, but like coming from a company like Apple, Engine Yard, was it? You also came from Engine Yard. What do you feel you've taken from those experiences to where you are now?
So from Apple, I learned a lot about interaction design. Prior to that, I mostly focused on visual. But then working there, I learned a lot about actually thinking about how it works versus just how it looks. In terms of what I learned from Engine Yard, I learned I really like working more closely with developers rather than designing and then waiting for them to develop. I like working
so that's how
side.
it usually is. That usually how it is? Like you don't have that close a proximity to working with designers?
It depends on the company, but a lot of companies are moving more towards working together versus the whole what they call like throwing over the fence.
Sure, it's more organic that way, I suppose. Right now, what's your style like when you design a brand or a website?
Well, obviously it depends on the brand that I'm designing for, but personally I prefer really clean, modern aesthetic, minimal. I really like classic typography.
And typography. Many people are drooling over this topic right now.
So, and of course I would cater that towards whatever the brand's aesthetic is.
And what do you think is the importance of an event like this? You know, why bring it to Manila? I mean, are you trying to reach out to people who already speak that language, or you're trying to get more people, like more newbies into it?
Well, as you know, just someone coming in to the event, I think it's awesome that it's happening here. I'm noticing a lot of conferences are sprouting out over like Asia and other parts of the world that maybe hasn't been having web conferences or design conferences. I think it's awesome, but in terms of like what the goal is, I think you could speak better to that.
Yeah, let's talk about that. What's the main objective of the FFC?
Well, definitely we want to be able to impart up-to-date knowledge, because like true enough, the Philippines is like #1 the mobile capital or the text capital of the world, but we're going forward.
Parentheses, selfie capital of the world.
We're actually, we also have the most people on Facebook, but at the same time,
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
we actually have the most people on Facebook. But because of that, we actually have a lot of great talent here. And the one thing that we try to do is we want to make people understand their craft a little bit better. So because we realize that the Filipino talent is actually worldwide quality talent. We have people who are working for Apple right now, actually, who are
Right.
Filipinos. We have
World
people-
class.
Yes, definitely.
World-class talent. Now, what kind of software knowledge should they have? We're talking JavaScript, HTML. Like, what should they come with? What kind of knowledge should they come with in order to enjoy or participate in this event?
Actually, you can come in just as a total newbie.
Oh, like me, like I know nothing.
Yes, definitely.
Or is that overwhelming?
Well, not necessarily. So the FFC is made for professionals.
Okay.
But you can come here to as a newbie to just understand and learn from the best
Right.
around the world.
She does look like a superhero. You look like Rogue, actually. Streets of your hair. So it's perfect. You got the roll down pat. Now, do you think that you did say that Philippine talent is world class, but as far as web design skills or techniques are concerned, do you think we're at par with the rest of the Western world where Jina hails from?
I actually believe we are, because some of my personal local design heroes are being contacted by Google and Apple.
Nice.
We have people who are working with Mozilla or Mozilla Firefox as well.
Yeah.
And recently we actually have our first designer who got into WordPress.
Oh, WordPress!
The company that
wow,
creates
yeah,
WordPress.
blogs. And
Yes.
wow, that's amazing. Oh, that's really good to know. It's very encouraging for those of our viewers who are watching. I mean, it's not inaccessible. It's a very
Yes.
accessible dream to have, right? That's fantastic. Now, your event is on the 8th, right,
Yes.
of November, and it will be at the DLSU Taft Manila. How do people register for this? How do they become part of it?
You can register online at pwdo.org/ffcph, and there you can see our registration fees. We're actually already on our late registration, but can still come. At the same time, we also have walk-in registration.
Okay.
And if you have any more questions, you can go to you can email us at info@pwdo.org, or you can tweet us at @pwdo.
Great.
So there's that as well.
So there's all the information on the screen. Make sure you guys take that down if you want to attend this one. It is at my alma mater, De La Salle University. Awesome. Great. Okay. And Jina, can people follow you on social media? I mean, do you tweet a lot? Are you on that?
I do tweet a lot. I tweeted about my excitement being here, actually. I'm on Twitter, Instagram,
She's
GitHub,
everywhere.
Dribbble, all the same username.
You're not on Tinder. Oh, never mind.
No.
Inside joke for the people who are actually on that app, right? All right. How do they follow you? What's your handle?
Jina, spelled Jina.
Okay. Just
Yeah.
that one. At Jina?
That's it.
You got that domain? Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that shows you how much of a superhero she is. Thank you so much, Jina and Mark, for hanging out with us here on Daybreak this morning. Good luck, and we look forward to seeing you guys again very soon.
Thank you for
Thank you so
having
much.
me.
Perfect. All right, we've just spoken with Jina Bolton, Senior Product Designer for UX at Salesforce.com, and Mark Laksamana, volunteer and core group member of PWDO. Back to you, Amelin.